So, what is empathy? Empathy is defined as the action of understanding, being aware of, being sensitive to, and vicariously experiencing the feelings, thoughts, and experience of another without having the feelings, thoughts, and experience fully communicated in an objectively explicit manner. Really, what it is it describes the ability to put yourself in another person's shoes, to truly see the world through their eyes in a given context or situation. In a social context, empathy is often what drives us to take action. If we see people suffering or struggling and we're able to empathize with their situation, we can be compelled to help and relieve them in some kind of way. Um, the way the designers see it, they see empathy. Well, they see it more as a need to build empathy for their users in order to take the right course of action. It's important to understand how the user feels when interacting with a certain product interface or whatever product it is. Um, so, like for example, if it's a website, does the layout of this website evoke feelings of frustration or not? Or what emotions does this user go through when navigating this app? In the realm of product design, proper empathy comes to play when designers can create products that truly please the user and make their lives much easier. Without this empathy, the design process lacks that all important user centricity, which often marks the distinction between product success and failure. So we know that empathy is crucial, but where does it fit into the design thinking process? Well, empathy is considered the starting point for any design project, really. During this empathize phase, the designer spends time getting to know the user and understanding their needs, wants, and objectives. This means observing and engaging with people in order to understand them on a psychological and emotional level. In a lot of ways, building empathy can be really difficult, but at the end of the day, every single person is able to sort of develop more empathy and start to think more about other people. Um, Remember when we were sort of talking about tunnel vision and really experiencing whatever you're trying to do or design in the shoes of your user? This is really playing a big role in sort of stepping away from your assumptions, which is difficult to do because that's human nature. And it's human nature to think that a lot of people will think the same way that you do. But a big part of it is kind of, yeah, it's really just stepping away and understanding that people will interpret things differently. And then, so once you have that mindset, you can really start to dive deep into how other people might experience whatever it is you are designing or trying to do. Uh, So, when starting to think about empathetic design, the first stage is really research and trying to understand who your user is. And it's not really, you don't want to be concerned with the facts about the user, such facts about the user like their age or location, but rather to focus on the feelings they have towards a product and their motivations in certain situations. So, why do they behave in a certain way? Why do they prefer to do this instead of that? Why do they click here rather than there when they're presented with a particular screen or page? These are all kind of insights that you'll uncover during the empathize phase, and they'll help you create user experiences with your products or services or whatever you are designing that cater towards your audience the best that they can.